Alright, welcome back for episode 39 of this Let's Play as the Turks. So, we've got troops forming up over here in Poland. We've got some more guys on the way, let's see. More recruits. Looks like I'm training some backfill forces over in Croatia. And I can train probably one more squad of guys here. Now, I pulled this guy out because I feel like he's going to be a good lord for Cyrenaica, however you pronounce that. And we've got Egypt under control. When that new squad of peasants comes in, they'll be fine. I'll probably lower this down just for the sake of making sure I keep control in case I miss a turn of looking there and there's some kind of fluctuation in public order, which has not been so much of a thing recently, but historically that's happened a lot. Let's see what happens if we send all these guys forward. We still hold this. We can. So I'll want to train peasants here eventually. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll probably just send some guys over from Egypt. I'm gonna aim to remember that I'm doing some recruitment in the neighboring territories so that I can send guys over here as opposed to waiting for the fort to finish construction and then train guys. It'll speed up the pace that I can move troops forward. The Italians are out here. Looks like they took Malta back. I'm pretty sure they didn't have this. I feel like this was a rebel territory at some point and they were down to just Corsica. Maybe I'm wrong about that and they've had this for a while. It's pretty undeveloped, so I think they just took this recently. Although I don't know how they would have gotten there because we've been fighting on the sea, but maybe that's only over the last 10 turns or so since this crusade kicked off. Alright, either way, we've got trade going here. Finances are still somewhat stable. We'll see if the French come in and try to hold this or if they back off. I wonder if they're going to try to retake a bunch of these rebel territories and allocate assets to that, or if they're just going to focus on fighting us in northern Africa. And then Pereslaval, we've got troops coming in, so let's get some guys moving out. Did I assign a lord? I did. So we've got our Sultan, we'll bring him over to Poland. These guys, and what if we bring these guys as well? Okay, so just having those 3 squads of peasants in there gives us enough public order. So we'll train 1 more, and then that should be enough. We'll have 4 squads of peasants along with the lord. Public order should not be a problem there. And then we've got more Bagalos on the way that are being trained over in the Nile coast. I believe they're 3 turns away. I'm assuming that Crusade's going to retreat from the Italians. Yeah. Okay. Here goes Tunisia. A lot of Inquisitions. Man, it is rough being a Catholic faction in this game. I mean, I guess there's pluses and minuses to both, but I feel like there's been Inquisitions all over the place, especially for the Hungarians this campaign. So this is going to last 2 turns. Both orders are good here, so I can shift troops forward. Got our lord. We're at 160, so I can probably move all these guys. Let's see what happens with that. 116 still. Lower that down to high. And then honestly with that, Yeah, we'll still want to move troops over into here so we can backfill from these guys going forward. 2 turns away from ships. I'll make sure I continue construction in Constantinople. Might as well get back on it over here as well. See, Gunsmith's Guild, Swordsmith, Bowyers, and the cavalry stuff. Can we get over here? Get a rebuff for better morale. Income didn't change too much, I guess because I don't have control over Tunisia yet. Where else can I train ships? When I say ships, I mean good ships. So I don't need them so bad. Actually, you know what? What am I talking about? I'll get some here, and I'll go for a dockyard in Egypt as well. Having multiple ports that are all training ships into one territory is basically what I'm looking for. And because all 4 of these all produce into the Nile coast, I think that's where I'm going to focus my ship production. There's just something easy about not having to keep track of a bunch of different ocean tiles. They're already kind of off my mind for the most part anyways, because this game is pretty heavily land focused. So once my Sultan gets here in Poland, I'm going to have him lead the charge into Silesia. I believe he's 1 turn away. Construction done. More military recruitment stuff would be nice. Alright, yeah, so our Sultan's about to get there. And we've got some other reinforcements flowing in. What happened here? Did these troops get reshuffled? I guess because of the peasants in the... I like keeping the peasants inside the fort, or the keep, because it makes it easy for me to remember or where the lord is and where the actual good combat troops are, so I have a sense of what my main fighting force looks like in the province. That way when there's combat or someone invades, I can look at it at a glance and not be thrown off by the numbers. Like you can see the peasants are horrible in combat, but it looks like this stack is somewhat strong because of how full the bar is. But it's just representative of quantity of units as opposed to quality. So sometimes if I were to look at these forces, I would think, wow, there's like a somewhat decent amount of guys. If I put them all together, there'd be a full stack. But a lot of it is just a ton of beaten up troops. And the quality of this overall force is probably much different than, well, it is much different than what you see in here. So if the bars kind of fill up to about the same amount between this stack and these 3 combined, I'm probably exaggerating a little bit, but if I were to fight, these guys would absolutely slaughter the peasants because of the troop type. Anyways, whoever's watching probably gets the idea. I'm assuming a lot of people who would watch this would already be into the Total War series and understand this. But some of the mechanics change between games. They tweak things, and the visuals and whatnot are more or less helpful. So, let's see, we got more peasants here that I can move out. So can I move these guys and still hold Serencia? Nope. We'll leave them on the left side of that territory just so I know. Ships are almost done. I wonder if having robots where they produce or they add extra morale, I wonder if that influences the ships. Because I don't think you see their stats when you're looking at ships. Like I'm not going to see a morale stat when I look at these guys, but I'm thinking it might be a hidden type of stat. Got a bark here that I can hit. Now having ships in here is not helping me really. Not sure if that's a fire galley, so in fact what I'll do is I'll send these guys over here. Only got one ship there. And they can link up. And I'm actually going to keep producing ships because there's probably going to be more naval combat to come. And I want to make sure I'm expanding that presence. Alright, looking like time to invade Celestia. Both completed some construction here. We want to get an inn for public order and then a keep so we can expand that infrastructure some more. Egypt. What's the trade income in Egypt? 65 only right now. That feels pretty pitiful. I wonder if it's because I don't have a shipwright. I wonder if that's going to expand that. Allowing the import of goods and profits to all. So, it says ships can be used, blah, blah, blah. I can't tell if that means that merchants can bring. It looks like the standard port already allows trade access. I'm not sure if the shipwright expands the efficiency of it. Maybe we'll get an idea of that once that thing finishes construction. I'll build a merchant afterwards, just in case. In fact, we'll go for a mosque first. I don't want to have any type of rebellions that could kick off. Okay. So we want a port, we want watchtowers, we want a mosque. And what do they have? They have 2, 4, 6, 7 stacks. We've got 2, 4, 6, 7, about 8, 7.5. Let's get some peasants. Got a title to give out as well. Income here is decent. So okay, right now it's this, oopsies, Ghazi infantry. Got a lot of troops here, so the chance of finding 5 acumen guys is actually not bad. Whoop, there you go. Speak of the devil. And that's good enough. I don't want to spend too much time on that. Alright, new boats are here. So let's get some more Bagalas moving towards the front. Get them in the Straits of Sicily, and then we're gonna aim to take back the Ligurian Sea. This is a Carvel, so we're gonna hold off on attacking. We got 2 Bagalas in that province for the time being. I'm just gonna leave this be. Every time I hit this, it reshuffles the troops. Just get some more basic troop production type facilities. Alright, now, when I hit here in Silesia, chances are there are going to be reinforcements coming from the Hungarians. So what I'm wondering is, do I send in another squad from Poland? I'm going to not do that for now. Actually, you know what? If I lose, he's gonna potentially lose his command. Maybe we keep him back and we send a stronger general forward. We'll have our Sultan on the defensive in a more sure position, and then we'll send the another general with these guys. And let's keep training on the front. We'll go kind of crazy with troop production. They are allies, right? Yeah. Once we get public order in there, we'll push forward with some more troops against the French. They might even move more guys away. They actually just put another crusade together, so that's awesome. Okay, so they didn't get reinforcements from the Hungarians. Some ally they are. Okay, pretty handily won that. That's what a good commander will do for you. Along with the numbers advantage. Looks like the Italians try to put us there. I don't know what they attack with. That must have been a bark, because I'm only training Dows up there, which is the lowest level ship I've got. Got galleys. Gotta get some command, yep. Okay, so this will take 2 turns. Now, it's time to start evaluating the front and what I can do here over near Hungary. So, I want to minimize the amount of provinces I need to guard. This has been kind of a theme of this campaign. So if once I take Silesia, if I attack Brandenburg, I think the thing I want to be paying attention to is how many territories are going to be able to. How should I be looking at this? How many territories are going to be bordering the one I take, and does it seal off any of the other ones I have? I don't think there's any territories I have right now that can be sealed off by me taking one other province. I have to take 2 to seal off here. I have to take 2 to seal off here. Same thing. Maybe we just go for somewhere valuable. Venice would be a good target because of the income. Yeah, I think we might go for Venice. Let's keep training troops. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back to doing some recruitment over in my main provinces that I used to make a priority. Get handgunners. The troops that were the bane of our existence not too long ago. Those guys were really holding it down at Preyaslavl. Speaking of, we'll get them in here. We get one more squad because of the public order level right there. Finances are still pretty good. Alright, where do the ships move to? So Bagala's over here. We're gonna leave one in the Turanian, and then we'll link these guys up. And then we're still recruiting, right? Yep. Should do a time check here. Okay, well that was a good timing because it's about the 20-minute mark. So yeah, I'm feeling like Venice is gonna be the next move. And Hungarians are actually somewhat light on troops, so I might not need as many guys in all these provinces protecting. Maybe 2 full stacks is enough. At least down here. Because they don't have as much on this side. It looks like Bohemia and Brandenburg is where they have the most heavily fortified regions. So we'll reevaluate that. I gotta keep the Crusade in mind because they do have. Actually, they don't have that many troops in here. These troops should still be moving. I don't know why they're not moving. Let me do that before I forget. Move them into Silesia. Not sure why they stopped. Might have been because they were. Yeah, I don't know why that would have been. I wonder if I misissued the orders. I could have sworn I sent them to Poland. But either way, those guys are on the move. We'll reevaluate the situation down here with France. I'm probably going to be able to push ahead once I get a couple more peasants protecting here. They are moving some of their troops up towards Western Europe, probably to take back some of these rebel provinces. So that's just going to leave less assets down here for them. And hopefully we can take out the rest of the Italian Navy. I think that's the last ship that they have. I'm assuming that's a fire galley. So that'll be for the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.